I don't think you could see that though, but hey, it doesn't matter. So we finna get to it. So today I'm working on my comic book called Crisis. Crisis is a post-apocalyptic story that takes place after the strange disappearance of over half the Earth population. Five strangers, hold up, take that down. Five strangers must travel against all odds of survival on this journey to discover the most wicked and cruel situations people subject themselves to in order to survive a crisis. And right now I'm working on a 2-page panel scene where um, technically in this panel scene what happens is this character over here in the right hand corner over here, this guy Rust just got done basically abusing the main character of the story, and now he's heading to this room right here where the door is at to basically talk to the big boss. And right here I'm working on these characters that are nobodies pretty much. We're just drawing them just to pretty much, I'm drawing them just to, be able to say like I'm just creating a scene here. It's a very unorganized and very dirty, filthy, poor living condition environment. So right now I'm just working on just creating a scene pretty much. In most cases when it comes to me drawing like a scene out, I focus on really trying to sell a scene. So let's see, can I actually complete this other person this character is leaning on? Yesterday somebody asked, who are these people? And I said, nobody. I mean, that's the best way I can really pitch it to you. They're nobodies. I just like to sell a scene. That's all it is. So what I'm doing now, I'm boxing in the characters pretty much, just so I can have an understanding of their body position in a sense. I think that's the right term I'm using right now. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to see that because his body's gonna be in the way. All right, and then from there, see. So today the plan is I plan on being live for roughly an hour. It all depends on the engagement. So between YouTube and and TikTok, which I'm live on both of them right now, depending on the engagement, one of these is going to be turned off while I only work on one, and that would dictate the music I plan on playing while I try to complete this. And see, I don't like that body position. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, we're going to box it a little bit more. Probably bend her arm a little bit too. We understand this is roughly the rib cage right here on this character. And we do know the body bends from the rib cage area. There we go. All right, and then we could complete her legs and stuff. Hold up, make sure it actually. Hold up, what else we got going on here? Oh, so on YouTube, Eliza Tafu. I can't pronounce your name, so I'm not gonna try to butcher that for you, man. Or her. Yo, what's up? Appreciate you actually coming. Yeah. Hit that there. So see what I'm doing now. I'm just, like I said, I'm just boxing in this person's body, trying to understand words. What's what, where, what's what, the actual angle I'm drawing her in. There we go. You can probably bring her chest down a little bit more too. And then from there, let's see what we got going on here. We're gonna probably be done with her in a second. Most likely what I'm gonna do with this character, I'm just gonna put bangs over her eyes. Just to keep me from like drawing extra details, because you know, it's no point in like drawing details if they're nobodies, if I'm being honest with you. And this needs to lean over some, because if we were to draw this in a box type of style, this would be bring the shoulders up to like hunch a little bit. And like I said, this is just a quick sketch. What I like to do, I like to do 2 different layers of sketches to get like a better understanding of what it is I'm trying to portray. That's normally what I do. And I'm also finishing off of this dude's foot or leg, whatever you want to call it. And what I like to do is break it down, put in a circle here to represent the ankle. And like I always say, make sure you box things in. Boxing it in definitely make things a whole lot easier on yourself when you're drawing them. There we go. All right, we got that done. As you can tell, these people are battered. I ain't gonna say abused, but they're pretty battered, pretty much. This dude is missing a leg, so you can probably guess he's kind of down on his luck, as well as, you know, post-apocalyptic. So I doubt this dude got health insurance. So yeah. Ash Cole, what's good? Don't you supposed to be at work? All right, now we could probably go through with some line art. Turn that down a little bit. Get rid of that. Go up here. We're gonna go in with some red so we can see it better. We're gonna turn down the brush, or keep it to where I didn't not know it was actually like perfect. But yeah, let's get to it. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at that. And then when you're doing hair, what you want to do is really, I guess, get a feel for the direction what the hair is going in. As you can tell, it's doing like this type of thing where, you know, always understand, like, what I mean is you can even draw arrows to help you out better. Understand the weight of the hair, how the hair is falling, stuff like that. That would definitely help you out to draw better hair. And oh, Ashco says on YouTube, Ashco Creations, my partner, my teammate, pretty much when it comes to going live, she says she's on lunch. Okay, I rocks with that. I appreciate you being part of the live, OG. And you have Benita, God, I can't pronounce that. Says, which app are you using for drawing? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. So if I could give you a little quick history lesson on Clip Studio Paint. So when I was in college, what happened was my college gave us access to Adobe. And with them giving us access to Adobe, what happened was the moment we graduated, they immediately cut us off. So when they cut us off, and you're recently a new graduate, and you're gonna sit here and not only not have the tools you need to build your portfolio, but also you're broke because you don't really have a job. So the first thing I did, I started researching about programs where I will only have to like do one-time payments and that's it. And I bumped into Clip Studio Paint. And the other part was there's a lot of manga and comic book artists that also use Clip Studio Paint. And since I decided to go the comic book route rather than animation and doing 3D, I decided to just do comics, and this was the best solution I was thinking of mainly more so like, let's say if I lose a job, could I really be able to keep up with the payments that comes with Adobe? And the real answer to that question is no. I couldn't keep up with the payments with Adobe because I had a nice season of situations where I didn't have a job. So thank God I used whatever I had to purchase Clip Studio Paint. Because at least with Clip Studio Paint, it was a one-time payment and it was just mine, period. And the only thing I pay for are the assets. And the good thing about the assets is there were a lot of assets that was actually free. Ashco Creations on YouTube said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate that. I'm still working on my, what you call that thing? I guess my alerts. They keep me from having to say that because I can forget to say that. But other than that, man, how's everybody's day going? Benita said, thank you. Benita on YouTube, quick question. So what is it you trying to do? You just trying to do fan art, or you just trying to find a decent program where you can start doing digital art? I mean, you just trying to, or are you just curious? I mean, so what's the goal here? Remind you, it's definitely none of my business though. So you can choose the answer or not though. Really, it just depends on you. For me personally, it all depends on what is it you're trying to accomplish, honestly. Because if you're trying to do fan art, easy stuff. Me personally, oh, you just curious? Okay, I feel that. I know when I first started doing digital art, it was terrible. I wasn't that good at it because I was so used to drawing pretty much on paper. You know, I was accustomed to traditional art. How old am I? No. You gotta subscribe to the Patreon to really know more about me, okay? Oh no. Benita from YouTube asks, how old am I? I can't kiss and tell. Not on this live. No. Yeah, but anyway, back to this comic book. Well, I'm gonna say graphic novel. This graphic novel, this is like one of my saving graces. I've been working on it since I decided to do comic books. So back in 2020, I ended up, kind of trying to figure out what it is I wanted to do. I didn't want to just work on other people's projects. I didn't want to just work for a studio. The reason I went to school was I wanted to do my own thing. You know, I wanted to do cartoons. I wanted to do video games. I want to do all these different things. I just wanted to tell a story. And what ended up happening, I stumbled on a YouTuber. I forgot his name to this day. I'm definitely gonna look him up and try to see, can I tag him in the comments after this video is done. And but Walter, his name was Walter Osley. He was the dude who helped me who introduced me to, what was it called? I guess web comics. So when I decided to look up webtoons and all this other sort of stuff, I stumbled on Webtoons short story contest. I had to do 5 episodes, and it didn't matter what genre the story was gonna be in. So I just took a quick story that based off my childhood, what happened to a childhood friend of mine, and what happened. I got a lot of views and a lot of like advice on my art and stuff like that, which definitely helped me out a lot and kind of pushed me in a realm of thinking that I can actually do comics. You know, so that's what got me into doing comics from that day forth. And from there, I just bumped into a bunch of mentors who didn't mind helping. Which, if you're looking to do anything, I will always recommend you finding a mentor. And oh, hold up, oh, my bad, I missed out on the comments. So on YouTube, Benita says, "No, how long have you been doing this?" Drawing, I've been drawing since I was 8. As far as doing comics, I've only been doing comics for roughly 4 years. It takes a long time to draw your own comic and then turn around and do contests and stuff like that, especially if you are a perfectionist. There's some things I'm looking to, you know, kind of change about myself. Stop thinking I gotta be perfect, you know. And Benita also come in and said, "Is this your permanent job?" Never. I do like engineer work. This is a passion of mine and a passion project that I enjoy to do. Hopefully someday this can be like my main income. Hopefully someday. That's what I'm aiming for. And let's get to this character here. And then what else? Okay, so Benito on YouTube says, "I'm just a teenager, so trying to find out about manga or something." Oh, you still a baby. Me personally, I would recommend to just start, because you still a baby. You got a lot to grow when it comes to drawing, and that's a lot of potential right there. Plus, don't you supposed to be in school? There we go. And you get that little ridge right there to represent where the eye's supposed to be, but I'm not gonna really have the eyes on there like that, so that's gonna be dope. There we go. Like I said, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. I'm about to start uploading fan art for whenever you guys donate, you get fan art. I plan on dropping 2 finished high-res images that you can use towards screensavers, or you can just keep it because, you know, you rock with your boy and his art. So, but that's about it. Other than that, as for right now, I'm hoping I can definitely get this. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get it done today, but I can definitely say I can get the line work as well as the masking done today. And I might do like some quick shading to really like drive this thing home a little bit. Or it might be some rough shading if I can just come back later just to clean it up. But when it comes to this art stuff, just understand this stuff is subjective, man. If somebody's getting on you about your art style, you can probably tell them to go shove it somewhere. Because the truth is, if you're not trying to do actual like realism art, it can be whatever it is you want to be. Because, you know, if you're talking about a character you created, then it's your character. Can't nobody tell you like you drawing your character wrong. How? There we go. Kind of round it out a little bit more. Get rid of that. There we go. Get that. So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to, so one of the things I struggle with the most is hands. So when it comes to hands, I try to take my time with it, because that's one of my biggest struggles. And you know, there's nothing wrong with struggling with something. It's just all about, is the finished product, is what you did it come out the way you wanted it to, that you envision. You know what I'm saying? And Benita on YouTube says, "Do you make money from this? How much?" What the? You asking some good questions, and there's a bunch of good questions I'm not willing to answer. That's the crazy crap about it. Next, you're gonna be asking me where my grandma stay. Nah. Yeah, this hand gonna kick my tail. You know what I could do to cheat for right now, because I'm trying to get this stuff done? I could decapitate his hand. Why can I do this? Because I don't feel like drawing hands. 2, this is a nobody character. It doesn't really matter. There you go. Do that little stitching thing. There we go. Look at that. Ha! I pulled it off. So next things next. Once again, guys, appreciate you guys for being part of the live. I'm grateful for it. Just don't forget to subscribe, follow your boy. I do fan art Fridays, and I tend to post my fan art on a lot of platforms. Yeah, there we go. A lot. Now what I'm doing here, I'm cleaning up her clothes. Now, the thing I hate about drawing random characters is I'm always trying to come up with what are they wearing, because the truth is they're nobodies. Like, they're not going to really be seen again. So in cases like this, I'm just trying to like figure out what it is this person wearing, what this person look like, which it comes in handy having people you know, and you can use them as like a reference. It makes it a whole lot easier, especially when it comes to just coming up with characters on the fly. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're almost done here, especially with this character over here. After we get done here, we can get started on the characters is in the foreground right here. And then once we get done drawing these people into the scene, we can get started on the background. After we get done doing the background, we can start working on the actual masking of everything. And masking is nothing but me being able to separate, I guess, everything from itself. Like this character from this character over there, this character down here. So when it comes down to me coloring, putting in my flats, because I have the masking layer, won't nothing leave these characters. You could probably be rough about right there, because this doesn't really matter to me right here. There we go. We got that going on, and now we can probably go through with, put some line work right there. There we go, pretty much done there. So what I'm about to do now, I'm about to lock these pixels. Then I'm about to go in it with a black brush, and then I'm about to just color these bad boys in, just like that. Yeah. And I'm in my bag, yeah. All right, that's done. Now we can get started on these other characters over here. I'm just created me a whole nother layer. I'm gonna go at it with some red since they already clean. Oh, Benita, appreciate that. My apologies for not being able to answer some of your questions. I'm kind of in the zone. you know, AutoZone. I'm just playing. Let me stop. That's corny. That's so corny. So then we're gonna do this here. There we go. Got that. I know I was referencing one of my good friends on one of these characters. In fact, it's actually him. Earlier in last year and a little bit of the year before, I was kind of hosting on my Patreon for people to become characters in the book. Now, don't get me wrong, you won't be part of the main crew, but Jesus, you would have been a character. And I'm telling you right now, you cannot control what happens to you. Because if I can put myself in my story and I can do the most craziest things to myself, just believe some stuff could happen to you, okay? Let's see, there we go. Bring that down there. We got that done. And then next, there we go. Little collar area right there. By the way, I ain't using no reference for none of this right here. Most I did for this page here was I got a bunch of stock images that I use in order to depict textures and stuff like that. So if I wanted a brick wall, I could always put the brick wall on this side over here. Oh, God. Ooh, my neck. So is anybody into like post-apocalyptic stories or anything like that? Like Walking Dead, Silo, what's another one? I guess Civil War, I guess. I don't know. I watched Civil War recently and it was a decent movie, but I don't gotta watch that again. Which should say a lot. That means it was alright, but I won't watch it again. I'm about to spoil it. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a scene in the movie where I can't stand these scenes where somebody jumps in the way. Like, let's say somebody about to get, you know, mowed down. If you understand what mowed down is, go look up your Urban Dictionary. Anyway, yeah, this person about to get mowed down, and this person runs up and then pushes them out the way and just take it all, get mowed, just taking it all. And I'm just like, yo, why couldn't you just push them, like run up and push them and you get on the ground with them? Like that crap never makes sense to me. And if you pull that move in any storytelling, I'm kind of done watching already. There we go. I'm having fun with it. There we go. A net shoe. Let's see what else we got here. We can put that there, and I'm gonna just make up a hairstyle for her. Like, let's give her ponytail over here, curl out, and then go down. Give like a real nappy look, because these people are technically dirty. I'm doubting they got clean water. Erase that line there. Bring down like a middle line here, and then have like a bunch of separation going towards those pigtails. Because all you gotta do is understand like the hair and where's it going, and you will be just fine doing that. And also, before I move any further, if you interested in doing digital art, don't forget to control save. Always control save. If you don't control save, you could possibly lose a whole week to like months to years worth of work. And also, not even just that, don't forget to back up your stuff. On Amazon, they have Seagate external drives, and you can get up to 10 terabytes. And I think when I bought my external drive, it was 10 terabytes. I bought it for $90. Definitely worth the squeeze. All right, gang, we got 30 more minutes of this. Let's lock the pixels. Go for a black brush. Got them in the scene. There we go. And now we're going to work on this background. That should be it. And then from there, we're going to do some masking. And if we have enough time, we're going to do some rough shading just to get it knocked out the way. And possibly later, I might go back live and work on another comic I have a project for. It's a project me and a good friend is working on. We're partners on it. And the project is called Rampage. Rampage is a superhero story, pretty much about a man who's in the field of heroes for revenge. Let's see, can I pull this man up? So we have, this is the comic book I'm working on called Rampage. And I did a couple of concept art for him, and he looks pretty cool, based off the designs that I've pretty much put together for this guy. The dude is huge. And by the way, I didn't come up with the story. I'm just a co-author. I just help out with the flow of the story. Other than that, the partner I'm working with, he came up with Lieutenant Push. And that's his superhero name, by the way. And this dude is seeking vengeance for what happened to his family. And his powers is nothing that was something he was born with. It was something that was like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it was he was an experiment, pretty much. But anyway, back to Crisis. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. That's something I could be working on later. This year, I'm looking to probably be publishing at least 2 to 3 books this year. Oh, hold up. One of my OG just oh no, she tripped. So a cool friend of mine, Ash Co-Creations. I go live with her at least 2 to 3 times a week. We have a little podcast thing we're trying to come up with a name for. And one of the things that she just said in YouTube chat was, "If I lose it all." And that's is a song from Attack on Titan. I ended up putting on Lieutenant Push on like a time-lapse video that I did for him. That joint went hard. I ain't gonna hold you. The whole entire time when I was drawing that character, that's all I was thinking about. If I lose it all, slip and fall, I will never look away. If I lose it all, lose it all, lose it all. Man, that jump was beautiful. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna go over here. I turned on, so what I just did was I turned on the ruler tool that helps me have like crisp edges and stuff when it comes down to like drawing like let's say backgrounds, roads and stuff like that. So now what I'm finna do now, I'm finna trace this crap. Ooh, no. Oh, I must have had 2 rulers on. Okay, let me see. Change that ruler out for the one there. Oh, that's the right ruler then. Okay. So what I'm about to do now, I'm about to actually start tracing now. It's not letting me do my thing. What is this? Then which ruler is this dang thing? I got too many rulers on here. I did this drawing months ago because I was trying to get a head start on this story. So now I'm trying to figure everything out. Oh, because I had both of them on. I'm an idiot. No wonder. That's why I had both of the rulers on, so it couldn't really read what it was I was trying to do. So to make this even easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shoot this straight across, just like that. Back on there. Yeah. Erase a little bit right there. There we go. Then give it that crisp edge going up right here. This be the transition to another hallway. There we go. And then I'm gonna do a trash can. And I want this trash can flowing with trash and garbage. There we go. We got that going. All right, so there we go. Got that. And so that's the good thing about the ruler tool. It gives you an option to, it just helps you have better lines and for you to also understand perspective. And I ain't gonna say understand perspective, I'm gonna say it helps you with perspective a whole lot better than just trying to like do it from scratch yourself. But if you just put the ruler tool on and you tell it what you want, like a 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, 3-point perspective, fish eye view, and yeah. It just gives you a bunch of options, which I really dig. All right, put the top part of that bracket right there. There we go, got that. I'm gonna do the same thing with this side. Nope, it's not trying to do that. Wasn't trying to do that either. Let's see. There we go. Gotta ride that bad boy. That came out good. All right, so hold up. No new comments, no new. Okay, got you. We good, we straight. We on this joint. All right, after this, there's gonna be a lot of erasing on this one, so I probably won't be able to do the rough shading, but we will definitely get the line work done today, and we will definitely get the masking done. And I might even show you a quick trick of the masking if you guys don't know nothing about masking. There we go. Hold up. If I lose it all, slip and fall, I will never look away. Hold up. Control Z on flight, butchering that. Let's see, boom. You gotta put a door roughly right there. I'm gonna go back through. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of erasing because of all the lines you're trying to make up for. There we go. We'll go right there. All right, and all right, from here, I was supposed to go live with a good friend of mine, Swift, but most likely I was taking too long to go live. And I tend to do that because I have a lot of stuff I'm juggling. He could have been probably a little bit more entertaining than I am, because I have points when I draw, man, where bruh, I get lost in the drawing, man. I might see me do it this live where I can be drawing and in the middle of drawing I just stop talking. That's how bad I be in my bag. Shoot. She. There we go. Let's now go in. We're going to erase this area here. Erase that area a little bit. There we go. That area as well. Let's bring that line down. We can erase this too. There we go. All right. So the next thing, oh man. next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna just keep cleaning this bad boy up. Now, me personally, you don't have to try to be perfect when it comes to a scene, as long as you can like translate what it is you're drawing and people know what it is. Okay, primary example, if somebody say, well, that trash can looks terrible, you can hit them with the, well, you know it's a trash can. You know, like, I don't have to fix it, you know what it is, bruh. There we go. Put that there. Put like a bracket around it like that. Put that, hold up. You're gonna see what I'm doing in a second. I'm about to go back through and do some line work for this. No, I did not ask you to do that. So yeah, there we go. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm about to go into this and do a boom, boom, boom. So like I said, more erasing. That's really all it is. See, get that line just right. There we go. Now we go in and we just start erasing some more of this right here. Like I said, the stuff I'm doing here, you don't have to do this. I could have honestly drew a simple door and you could have still understood what it was I was drawing. I just like to add little simple, like little minor details and stuff like that. Don't know why, I just do that just to be doing it. I don't have to. Cause probably by like the 10th chapter, you ain't gonna be thinking about this door no more. So there we go. Enlarge that. Which I might try to play the game today, man. Shoot, I haven't touched that joint in a little second. There we go. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put a window in here. I'm gonna leave it just like that. And then I gotta make sure I do this area too. I forgot about this, like this little fire hydrant looking thing. There we hold up. Erase that a little bit. There we go. Ooh. Hoo. I gotta work on my what's the name, my widgets and stuff. Hoo. I haven't had no time today to do none of this stuff today. Oh no, not that. Bro, why you keep doing that? I'm not even going that direction. Technology, bro, it will let you down. Cause it's doing a bunch of stuff I'm not telling it to do. There you go. Now we're gonna see the rest of that anyway, so we pretty straight on that. Let's see what else we got. All right, so we did that. And next, we're going to go in with doing the trash or in the door handle and stuff. So yeah, that's it. And then we, like I said, we're going to mask it, and then we're going to finally call it a day. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn off all the unnecessary FUD that I don't need. I should have turned off this layer too with the ruler, because all it's gonna do is keep me from organically drawing like some of the other stuff, like you know, like door handles, anything that has a round form to it, pretty much. Yeah. Primary example: if I wanted to draw a doorknob and I had the ruler tool on, this is what would have happened. Oh, let me draw a doorknob. Circle, circle, circle. It's not gonna let me do it. Circle, circle. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. So yeah, if you ever bump into that problem, just double check and make sure you don't got your ruler tool on. So that ruler tool can be a B word sometimes. Okay. So when it comes to doing a doorknob, what I would do first, I like to sketch it out first. So I chose red because, you know, it's easy to see. Two, last thing you want to do is work on a new layer, trying to sketch something out, and next thing you know, you can't tell the difference between the layers all of a sudden, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a doorknob. Or, you know what else I could do? But I'm not going to do it. You know what? I am going to use that ruler tool. I'm going to show you why I want to use that ruler tool right quick. I'm going to turn it back on, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out this doorknob. So I'm going to go back up here to the sketch layer I just did. We're going to draw a little mini box. The mini box is going to be where we're going to fit this doorknob in. And within that, we're going to do another mini box. There we go. Then we're going to do like a little tube right here, like a little, a small rectangle. There we go. Now, the reason why I did this, because this is what I'm about to do next. Now, I could use the circle tool, but I'm not going to do that this time. This go around, I'm just going to do it organically. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it traditionally. So what we're going to do is we're going to, oh snap, I still got the ruler tool. I'm stupid. I forgot to turn off that layer. But anyway, yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start here. And you're going to have to really fight for this thing to be not correct, but close enough to where it doesn't look too bad. And, you know, erase your mistakes a little bit. Get that hand right. There we go. And then we're going to come back over here a little bit. Signify depth into the door. Then we're going to go right here. We're going to do the same thing. And then we're going to go right here. And that looks terrible because I should have brought that down, so it should be somewhere in the center. Then we use that to there we go. Came out pretty decent. All right, now I'm gonna turn on this other layer back on, and I'm gonna play around with this trash. Let's turn it up a little bit so I can see what it is I'm working with. And I'm gonna go back to my sketch layer over here and use that red. This is the part where I'm able to just play around a little bit more. So you see a trash bag. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the bag kind of being all plump. Kind of have it organically moving around. There we go. And you can probably have some of it hanging off a little bit. Like there's a tear in the bag or something like that. Once again, I don't have to do all this. I could have easily just like drew just a bag inside the trash can. There we go. I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna make it like a random material or something like that. Then we'll come in right here. We'll have like a metal frame or something like that. Put some dents in it. There we go. You could probably put a shoe in that bad boy. Have it overlap the shoe a little bit. Like that. There we go. And then have like a little cup. There we go. All right. Trash can is complete. And then hold up. TikTok is asking me to verify my live. Maybe I've been live too long. I don't know. There we go. All right, now we're gonna go through with through some black ink lines, and we should be done with this then after this part. So I'm gonna go back to my actual layer that I was on, and then we're gonna go in with some black ink lines in order to finish out this whole entire 2-page panel. There we go. All right, just about almost done here. Oh, there's some good water. Mm. This water is good. Bring that down. Put the dent there. There we go. Put some crinkles and folds in that. There we go. All right, next. All right, there we go. And then we're gonna go do a little bit of this. Let's just put a little tube here. Came up with a better idea for this shoe. Can show it like being torn and ripped and stuff like that. And then we can put like that little rim area right there. Do that. So now I'm going through and I'm erasing. Like I told you, it's going to be a lot of erasing because so many pieces to this whole entire thing. There we go. And then we're gonna go at it with the erase that. There we go. All right. Draw a rip, a tear. There we go. We can probably have this bag instead of drawing it that way. And that's another thing I do. So I would change up some stuff depending on how far along I am in the drawing, because I will come up with stuff that seem like it fits. Because not everything you draw straight up from the jump, your sketches is never really perfect. Sometimes, you know, you probably figure out something that will potentially make it even better. And that's normally what I do. There we go. There we go. So we straight. There we go. That one came out dope. Talking right now. And then the little puddle right here. And on me, I want to make little hatch marks here and there. Oh, you already know it, man. I gotta do this. Shoot, I can't have you guys leaving me behind. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I've got one more thing. I might need that ruler tool after all. Let's see. No, I really don't. Okay, so we good there. All right, that's good. Let's go, dreams. Yeah. Hoo. All right. This should be about it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm done with that. I'll go back through here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of that sketch layer. I don't need that no more. And I'm gonna go through and about to mask. I'm about to show y'all the secrets behind masking layers and stuff. So let's get this started. And after this, we should be done. So we're gonna go with a dark background, dark gray, because I like to work in gray. So what I'm gonna do is take this right here. And like I said, also don't forget save. Don't forget to save, man. If you don't save, you're gonna be highly upset with yourself. And then from there, we're gonna go up a little bit more. In that gray area, then we're gonna go through, get rid of that. We'll keep those two on the same layer. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn rust off, and they're gonna turn these other panels off. And then we're gonna go underneath that layer. And what I do is I select everything outside of them, because you see it went around all these people's bodies, which that's what I want. Because now I'm gonna select the areas that weren't selected, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the menu at top, go to select, go to invert. After I invert them, I'm gonna use the paint bucket tool. There we go. Something happened with his shirt down here, and I gotta figure out what the heck it was. Oh yeah, so here's the thing with Clip Studio Paint when you're using the bucket tool. So when you're using bucket tool, when you have areas like this right here, it's an open space. That means it's gonna register it as everything else outside. So what I would do is I could simply highlight that and then connect the two like this, and then select inside of it. Easy fix, just like that. Yeah, straight like that. Then from there, nothing you like to will want to do is also make sure you always group everything and name your layers. So I'm gonna call that BG, as in background. Call this right here FG, foreground. And then I'm gonna call then we have rust over here, so we can turn these off, turn the rest of this off, and make sure we hit up rust now. So rust is selected all the way through, and what I'm gonna do is the same technique I used earlier, the invert. Make sure you have a whole different layer. I'm gonna change his color a little, make his a little lighter gray. Did he take? Hold up. It didn't take. That's weird. There's something wrong with my pen. Oh no, it did take. And once again, as you can tell, there's something here that it's not. There's a gap in some area here. That's why I didn't highlight. That's why I didn't color everything. So we go through here and we figure out what it was. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Or maybe we're just being a brat. I don't know, man, because that's crazy, the fact it didn't color this whole thing. Cause I don't see no open spaces, but apparently I guess it registered an open space somewhere, but I don't see any. So technology, it will let you down. Yeah, that was weird. It would have normally colored the whole thing. It was acting stupid. Now we can definitely make a group those two, and we're gonna call that Rust. That's the guy's name. His real name is Ronald. And then now we have the whole masking of the page done, which we also don't, because I forgot about this page here. So let's make sure. Wrong panel. Here we go. All right, so we got that layer and that layer here. So we're going over this panel here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the legs. I'm gonna make sure I create a layer below that one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that one, I'm gonna use the square tool just to highlight the whole entire thing. There we go, we got that done. Then we're gonna go back through, turn this layer on, and we're gonna do the same technique where I select outside of the lines pretty much, because it's gonna highlight everything outside the lines. This is the part where we go to select, invert, and then we hit it. Let's see what we get. There we go. So that panel is done. That panel is done. Next panel. All right, this is the panel where my boy is just whistling down the hallway pretty much. But we can turn it off right now due to we're selecting stuff and we're filling it in with, you know, grays. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the same color we did for this background, use the square tool there, and then we're gonna create another layer and we're gonna select outside his face, and then make sure we grab that same color, paint bucket tool, select, invert, and there's one thing I forgot to deselect is this area right here, and all you can do is you can hit the 1 tool, hit it, and then delete. There you have it. Now one of the techniques I was going to show you guys right quick, because we already passed the hour mark, is I was going to show you how to put in like how I go about coloring. Like there's different ways you can color. You can color like by hand, a traditional way, or you can use the paint bucket tool, which I've been doing with the grays and everything. So let me open up a reference page for Russ, because I want to get his skin correct. And that's another thing I need to do. I need to actually sit down and redo some of my character sheets, because my character sheets are old. So with Russ, we just really need his skin tone for this one and his facial hair, but we should be good after that. So, and I'm gonna show y'all a quick way of how I do my my flats. So let's see. This thing finish actually opening up. All right, we got this up, and what we're gonna do, I need this layer here. We're gonna turn off all the bubbles because we don't need that. There we go. And turn that off. I need his actual skin tone for this one. So I'm turning off everything. There we go. There we go. So now, when I was talking about coloring, this is what I meant. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go to the layer of this masking here. And what I'm gonna do is create a new layer, and I'm gonna clip it to that layer. So now if I wanted to color traditionally, just by hand, I can do this and it won't even leave the character. See that? Won't even leave the character. The crazy thing is I don't normally color like that unless I'm making corrections. So what I'm gonna do is do what I've been doing, which is select and fill. That's it. Select, fill. I found that way faster, easier. You know, I'm always on a time crunch, so this definitely helps me out a lot. And last thing, do his lips. Which, no, I ain't gonna do his lips. I'm gonna leave his lips the way it is. I don't think I made sure his lips was gonna be the same color as his skin. There we go. And now from here, we can go in with some shading. And I'm gonna show you a quick shading example. So for this scene here, I'm gonna probably go for, like a cool color, or I can always go for a warm color, but we're gonna go for cool color this time. And I'm gonna make sure I change the layer to multiply. The light is, let me get red. Show you the light is basically coming from above. So I'm gonna make sure to reference the light coming from that direction. This is just quick shading, by the way. Let's get rid of that red arrow. It's kind of in the way. There we go. Ugh. I was having fun with it. There we go. And you can go at it with like some form of a soft brush too, to kind of really like sell the scene a little bit more. Me, I'm probably going to go at it with another layer of shading just to show some of the darkest darks. So the soft brush tool would definitely give it a dope effect like that, like smooth shading in a sense. Meanwhile, I'll get this area here. I'm gonna do his lips. There we go. And then I'm gonna go at it with one more layer of shading with the same color. I'm gonna make sure it's multiplied, and then I'm gonna go at the bottom right here. And the lighting is something else. The lighting is gonna really make this thing pop whenever I get started on it. But it won't be today. So this right here will be the stopping point. This is just me showing you guys how I go about doing a little bit of my shading, as well as a little bit of like how I do my flats, as well as my masking. And this is going to be the stopping point for the day. I can't forget to turn on the other layer, because my boy was whistling down the hallway. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. This right here, like I said, Crisis. Crisis is a post-apocalyptic story that takes place after the strange disappearance of over half the Earth's population. 5 strangers must travel against all odds of survival. On this journey, they discover the most wicked and cruel situations people subject themselves to in order to survive a crisis. All right, well, other than that, guys, that is it. I plan on finishing this page this week, so probably have it done by tomorrow. So, but also, by the way, stay tuned. I should be live later on. I will be working on Rampage. Rampage is a comic I'm working on with a partner of mine. I don't really tell superhero stories, but he had a good superhero story to tell, and we partnered up together. And yeah, that's it for today. So stay tuned to check out Rampage. And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my stuff on Patreon, gang. Other than that, I'm out. Oh, God.